video.
Yes, so we will be recording videos as a topic pops in our head that we want to discuss. So you probably will notice that we may have on same outfits from another video.
I'm gonna button the top one because I ain't have
Is that the difference?
Yeah.
You gonna make it?
I can put a hat on if you want me to.
I don't care. I do not care. Hey, whatever. So just don't want you to think we're wearing the same thing every day, all day. It's just that we'll be having videos. We will be recording throughout the day on certain days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Multiple topics, basically.
Is that how you making this video different?
No, I was trying. I was trying. It ain't working too well.
Real quick.
This is gonna be a quick video. The topic is basically how they have opened the
They're opening the state.
state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have the
Whatever.
stay-at-home order. We have the stay-at-home order, but that's set until April 30th.
Yeah.
And the governor in our state of Tennessee and in other states are wanting to basically have businesses open up earlier.
They reneged on what they said.
Yeah, so they're trying to do it in they're trying to do it in phases. That's one thing. But then our mayor is like, hey, we can try this, but if we still have a high count of cases of COVID-19 cases, then we're gonna pull back.
Yeah,
so I appreciate him saying that.
But this is not mine, but this is our experience and probably just our reflection from Friday. So, due to the weather, we moved the date up for when we was moving
Out of the rental
property, the last one at this one particular location, and it was also the day that they were saying that they were opening back phase one. They was opening back up the economy, or however you want to word it.
So certain businesses, like I think hair salons, nail shops, gyms, some restaurants.
Yeah. She know I don't watch the news, so I ain't got a clue. I depend. This is my news outlet right here.
We in trouble.
Yeah. I can tell you another time why I don't like watching the news. But the funny thing, which I told y'all before, I do like to laugh a lot. The funny thing, which is crazy actually, looking back at it is funny, but it's really crazy. Nashville has the craziest drivers.
Yes.
It's terrible out there.
Ridiculous.
I don't know where they got their driver's license or what class they took, or who taught them or what, but it is crazy.
That's crazy.
So we talk about these different things, and if you hadn't seen her video about people driving in Nashville, because she goes downtown more than I do, so it's hilarious. She talks about it. I feel like she has road
Yes,
road rage all the time.
You're always saying I have road rage.
So,
which that's another pro that I didn't mention in our last video.
True.
During the quarantine, traffic was nice.
True.
Traffic was so nice in Nashville during quarantine because people were home. And then every now and then you would see a couple of accidents, and I'm like, how in the world did you get in the accident? Because there's nobody out here. So the one car out here, you hit it. I don't understand, but
4 cars on the road and 2 wrecked.
but the traffic was so nice. I will say that. But then
Friday, so we expected a ton of people to go out. So we're like,
we're trying to get out early so we can get to the rental property.
So we can get all that done. So we are on our way downtown. Now we went down there basically 2 weeks ago. Totally different. It was nobody on the interstate. But this time we went down there, we riding. And what was the first thing? Because we was on the phone talking about it.
I don't even know.
It was something before we got closer to downtown where we was hitting the little loop by the convention center. It was somebody that Rena was following me. I was in the U-Haul truck and she was behind me. So it was someone that I don't know what they were doing, but they were speeding and trying to get by. And it's like the way that how some people speed and they actually use their signals and stuff. They just moving fast. You can understand that sometimes. Yeah, but this person wasn't using none of that. Well, I mean, they got into the fast lane, cut straight across 3 lanes. And they cut in front of me. I was like, man, what is wrong with them? My wife responded. She's like, it was with the corona.
Straight out of quarantine.
That's it. So, you got the straight out of Compton, straight out of this, straight out of that. It was straight out of quarantine.
Yep.
Don't nobody need to go out and get that. We need to put that on a T-shirt immediately.
I think they do have it on the T-shirt.
Oh, they do?
I do. Yeah.
All right, so
I've seen it.
If somebody got it, then it's all good. But,
but that was
that's how they would drive.
That's how it was
I call it when somebody drive like that. I call them Jeepers Creepers. So if you ever seen that movie, then when my boy comes flying down that road when he's trying to get to that next person, blowing the horn all crazy. That's how that person was driving. So that was the first incident. It was another I just cannot remember in detail, but it was something else that we was talking about that was funny. But
remember the semi?
The semi was the serious one.
That was crazy.
It wasn't too funny because it was a semi in front of me. If you're familiar with Nashville, coming up 24 and 40 meets, and then you have the split to where you go around to the right and you go by the stadium. You go to the left, you go by the convention center, where 4th Avenue and everything is. Once you get past there, there's another split to go 65 and to continue on to 40.
South,
and that's 65 South.
So 40
it's basically right there in front of the museum, the Science Museum.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So it's a semi, he's rolling in front of me and I'm right behind him. Not too close to him or anything like that. I'm in the U-Haul. It don't go that fast. They won't allow you to go that fast. So I'm, probably going about 50 to 55 miles an hour. The 18-wheeler just kind of was pulling like he was going 40. And then all of a sudden he just decided, I think I'm going to go 65, but couldn't make the turn.
At the split,
Right at the split. So he hit his brakes and tried to get off the road so he wouldn't interfere with anybody. You got an 18-wheeler, man. It ain't a lot of room right there. So he tried to get off the road. I'm in a 15-foot U-Haul, and he still had the part of his trailer
the back end
halfway on the interstate. And I looked to my right to see if I can dodge it, but I couldn't because there was cars on the side of me. And if I would have tried to at least try to get around it, I probably would have got into that lane and would have caused them to wreck. So I had to hit the brakes. Now, I hit the brakes. My wife is behind me.
I'm like, oh, shoot.
So she's panicking. We're still on the phone together. She's talking on speaker, and I'm talking with my headphones in. And there's an 18-wheeler right behind her.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. So I couldn't just slam on my brakes and stay in the lane. I had to jump off to go in the median of the split right behind the semi. It was crazy. But then in the semi behind me, he stopped in time too, but it was crazy. It was crazy. If Ricky would not have been paying attention to what the semi in front of him was doing, and if he wouldn't have been paying attention and stopped in enough time, he would have hit him, which then would have had me hit him because it wouldn't have been enough time, which then would have had the semi behind me. Like, it could have been a massive pileup.
Yeah, she would have been in the worst condition because I was in a 15-foot U-Haul truck. It would have been a major impact. I could have got severely hurt, but she would have been smashed up between the U-Haul and the 18-wheeler semi. It would have been really bad.
This is crazy.
But did you notice
he's trying to jump over?
But did you notice the random truck that's sitting there too?
Yeah, what was that dude doing?
It was weird, man.
What was that dude? I was like, is he trying to talk to him or something? I don't know.
Listen,
it was crazy.
people been in the house so long that they done forgot how to drive.
Boy,
That little thing that people used to say in the back in the day, talking about once you learn how to ride a bike, you can always ride a bike. It ain't once you learn how to drive, you can always drive.
Apparently not, because common sense
that does not work
out the window. So then the semi ended up going ahead and going,
Yeah.
So he went ahead and went, so that allowed you to be able to go.
Yeah. He got
and
off
then
at
he
the
got off
right at the next exit.
exit. And I said, look, he finna get off the exit and turn around and come back to go the direction he needed to, which he should have done that in the first place instead of trying to make the jump over the median to make the split. It was too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Then we had the truck that flew past me when we was on Church Street.
Yeah. They
He wanted to haul tail down through there. Then he jumps over into a lane. Now, if you're familiar with Church Street, when Church turns into Elliston Place, as a turn, you have to make this left turn. It's 2 lanes that goes into one lane. One lane's a turning to the left, one keeps straight. Don't nobody follow directions on that. They just keep going straight. It's like, hold on, you missed it. This is a turn. And then you about to cause an accident again.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
And the truck went flying in front of me. He wanted to hit the gas all hard so I can hear his duals and his pipes all loud. And I just kind of looked at him like, really, dude?
It's so crazy.
And he jumped on the other side of the other person to jump in front of me, and then he speeded on off. And they weren't paying attention. And if they would have kept hitting the gas for it, they would have smashed into each other because they didn't follow direction and merge into the lane and stayed in the turn lane. So it was just a mess.
It was a mess. So that first day of phase 1 opening up and people getting out. Mind you, though, we're still under a stay-at-home order.
Mm-hmm.
So still under a stay-at-home order, but they're opening up some businesses, which is still kind of contradictory to itself because you want people to stay at home, but then you're opening up more businesses. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then again, the number of COVID cases is still increasing. Yeah. So I think we should just stay home till all testing is done and then release in the phases. But trying to open up now is not working. It's not working.
Yeah, today's Saturday. We ain't thinking about going nowhere.
Nowhere.
It seems like Sunday though.
It does seem.
And
like
we don't want to go nowhere.
Yeah.
So we're not. We're gonna have to run out and grab a few things from the grocery store just to have for dinner tonight. But then maybe Sunday or Monday we'll go and get do another grocery.
Well, then the thing is too. So phase 2 of opening up is on Monday.
So we need to go. We need to go to the grocery
to
store
open up
tomorrow.
on Monday.
Well, we're going to the grocery store tomorrow.
So my thing is, you might as well just remove the whole stay-at-home order. I mean, I don't know. And then the final, so then on May 1st, on next Friday, May 1st, is when it's supposed to be back open up free and clear. Mm-hmm. But like I said, it just depends on how our mayor wants to do things, which he's watching the numbers.
Yeah.
And our governor, I will have to say, he said, our state just economically cannot sustain being closed any longer. Mm-hmm. So I say kudos to him for being honest, saying, hey, financially, money-wise, we got to open up. But at the same time, you open up and people are getting sick and people are dying, then they still can't spend money. So I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out.
Well,
but more to come. To come.
What's the lesson?
Stay your A at home.
You heard it. Stay your A at home.
Sorry, not sorry.
Figure out something, but don't go nowhere. Use your mind, start thinking and trying to come up with something smart, man. I've been thinking of all kind of things. So, figure out a way how you can make it happen. My advice, record it. Put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you can get that going and you get a following of people that's wanting to know what you're doing, they like what you're doing, I say record everything.
Yeah. And even not even to build up a following or to become a YouTuber, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm doing it more for just documentation purposes.
That too.
We can always have this to look back at, where we were at this point in time in our lives, and our kids and grandkids and nieces and nephews can look back at it.
Yeah.
Now we make money along
get
the
a check.
lines, that would be good, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
But definitely for our own documentary.
Yeah. Plus, I like looking at myself on camera. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it is what it is. So, yeah. Go check out my daughter's video with me coming in acting like I'm Mr. Rogers, saying hello to my kids. Everybody commented and asked me, boy, I thought you was about to rap. I do not rap anymore. And I don't freestyle. I never really was a freestyler, but maybe one day I may write down something just so I can laugh at myself, because that's basically what it is. I'm going to laugh.
Yes, he is.
So this second video of the day, we out again. So thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, all that good things if you like. If not, just send a comment. I don't care if it's negative or positive. I'm going to laugh at it. I'm going to find some humor in it, but I would prefer more positive so, we all can help build each other up, man. I love building up people, and that involves me building up myself, too. So
yes.
Thank y'all. Have a wonderful one. See ya.
Bye.